Greetings and welcome to your Biological Sciences course for this summer. I am Professor Febres, and the purpose of this video is to guide you through the course. Make sure that you guys know where everything is. I will tell you right now that you have selected one of the easiest courses in science, but at the same time, it's important that we learn the science and we acquire the critical thinking skills that this type of course is set to provide you with. So the first thing you need to do, if you haven't done so at this time, is to watch my introduction video, which it tells you a little bit about myself. It also tells you about what this course is going to be like. If you already saw it, then you know what it is, but you should be now seeing this video that I'm talking to you about, which is the navigation video. And with the navigation video, the first thing you should do is go to your syllabus. Let's go and do it together. When you do this, syllabus will come up automatically. And this is all the work that you have for this course. And so the cool thing is that it just gives you basically the due dates. So the dates that these things are due are on this side by 11:59 p.m. But you see this first week, introduction to the life sciences activity, and the quiz number 1, they are due by this date right here. So you have actually due dates in there, but also you have them in here. This is your syllabus. The first thing that you need to look at is the required book for this course, Biology the Core, or Biology is the Core. This is the 3rd edition. What you guys need to look, and this may be a little bit confusing when you guys look at it on Canvas, for the course material, it's gonna give you a couple of choices, but what it is that they're giving you the choice to just get what is known as the, and I'm gonna show you here, my lab and mastering, which is required because we're gonna do activities that are actually within this, and I'll show you what that is in a few minutes. Or you can get this by itself, or you can get it with the electronic book. If you get it with the electronic book, then you are set up. So you get the activities and the ebook, you are set up. But if you get it by itself, then it's giving you the option to also get the book, the hard copy of the book. And I think that's a little bit more expensive, if I remember correctly. But if you have doubts, work it out. Just call the bookstore. They should be able to tell you the differences between the two of them. Um, they require, you have two things that are required, which is the book. I don't care if it's electronic or if it's the hard copy, and then the MyLab Mastering, which it has the activities. Okay. When you, the first week or the first 2 weeks of this course, you have a free trial for accessing the MyLab Mastering, which I recommend, or actually I'm telling you to do it because you have something that is due this coming Saturday, and it is within MyLab Mastering. And so um, by getting that free trial, it will give you access to it, and then it will give you time to get your access code for the site for the rest of the semester. But when you click on this, and I'm not gonna do it because mine looks a lot different than yours, since I am the instructor. But when you click on it, it gives you the instructions on how to register and how to get the 1 week or 2 week free trial. So that's one of the first things you need to do so that you have access to those activities. And then in there, actually, I even think you can purchase the access code and or the ebook through online. I think it gives you that option. But if you already got it from the bookstore, that's perfect too. I mean, I know some of you already ordered it and you got your access code. Then you can go and enter that access code directly and then gain access to it. Um, so that's with the required materials. There's the major topics. One important thing, and I'll show you what this is. This is the no-show deadline policy. If you have taken an online course before, you know what this is. You need to let me know that you have gained access to this course by this date, and I do have an activity for you to show that, which is an introductory discussion forum, and I'll show you where it is and how to get to it in a few. Important, the deadline for withdrawal. I don't like to withdraw students, and hopefully this course is easy. And if you stay on top of things, you will see that it's actually a course that you can get a good grade, but not only that, the grade that you get will match your knowledge. But if something happens, just keep this date in mind. July the 2nd is the withdrawal deadline. Uh, then it has all the resources that you actually may need as you take this course. Then we go into the grading makeup policy, 7 quizzes, 13 classwork activities that will help you to gain knowledge to make the quizzes. There are 5 discussion forums, and there's a total of 4 exams. That's actually what this course is made of. You guys do all of that, and you'll be fine. And it is broken down like this: exam 1, 2, 3, and 4. They're each one of them are worth 100 points. And then you have the classwork activities. There are 13 of them at 20 points each one of them. That's 260 points. The quizzes, there's 7 of them at 30 points to 10. And the discussion forums, each one of them is going to be 20 points, and that's for a total of 100. You do have an online final exam that is actually cumulative, but it's general biology questions. That is 200 points. You must take this final exam in order to get a credit for this course. So this is very important. If you don't take the final exam, you run the risk of not getting a credit for this course. And so the dates, and then this is the distribution right here of which each one of the components, what it's worth. So take a look at that. Besides having all of your work at the bottom, like I showed you in here, you also have it in here. There's a schedule in here. So you see from May 10 to May 15, you should be working on chapters. It should say here chapter 1. That's the, says two. Well, actually, it should say chapter 1, which is this is a mistake right here. So I am noting that it should be chapter 1, which is an introduction to the science of life. And then chapter 2, it will be the chemistry of life. You will see it in there. So that's a mistake. I'll correct it by the time you guys gain access to it so that there's no confusion. I just noticed that, but I'm not going to remake this video. So just know that there's that error. I'll fix it. But then besides, so with that, you should be completing your first activity, Introduction to the Science of Life. And then you also have quiz number 1, which is due by May 15th. But in addition to that, you need to email me acknowledging that you have read and understood the syllabus. That is your like an attendance activity, like, okay, so he or she accessed the course and you guys are good to go. So there's a lot of stuff to be done this first week, so stay on top of it. But you will see that the second week you already have your first exam. One thing I will tell you about exams is, well, let me tell you about quizzes. These quizzes, when you gain access to them, they're available for the whole week, so you can access them. You can while you have them open, you can even print them if you want to, and then just go and use the book to help you answer the questions. Once you have all the questions, just enter them into the quiz and submit them. As long as you submit them by the due date, you are good to go. Exams are a little bit different. Exams, make sure you study for this exam like if you were studying for an exam that you were taking face to face on a classroom setting, because once you click the exam open, it only gives you 90 minutes um, to take it. And so these exams, they have 50 questions, And these questions are comprehensive. So that means that the questions are not straightforward, but you have to put two and two together in order to get to the answer. Some of them may be straightforward, but many of them are comprehensive, because one of the skills you are supposed to get with this course is critical thinking. And so in order to do that critical thinking, you have to put two and two together to get the correct answer. So review the material. I am giving you what the exam is going to be on, chapters 1 and 2, and I'm even giving you the specific sections that you have to look at in order to be prepared. The good thing about this is that in those 90 minutes, if you are not sure about one concept or another, you can look at it really quick, but do not attempt to answer every question by finding the answers on the book, because you will run out of time. And I don't recommend it. Just make sure you study. Some of them you're going to have to answer by knowledge because you study, and some of them you can look for the answers to. And that's fine. And so if you do it like that, you will get really good grades on this. So that is and then make sure you pay attention for the discussions. These are required, and these discussions, like for example, on the first week, besides the email, you're gonna actually do your first discussion, which is actually introducing yourself to your classmates, and there are a few questions in order to let your classmates know who you are, and so that you can actually collaborate together throughout the course and you can help each other. But I think that is about it. I think I have. Oh, let me show you when you go really quick to finish this up. I try to make these videos no more than 15 minutes, and I see that I am about 12 minutes into it. But you click on the modules, and this is actually what you have first is your orientation module. A lot of these stuff that are in here are on the syllabus. You can actually explore them if you want to. But this is where you start. Module week 1, they're broken by week, and they tell you from the date that they'll be available to the date that you should complete everything in this module. That means that in this module, you should complete all of this by May 15th. And if you look at the week attendance required discussion that I told you about is here. This one says May 18th because it actually matches the date that you need to submit the attendance required activity, but all the others which will match the due date that is set on the module. You have these are PowerPoint presentations. Besides the information in the book, you have the PowerPoint presentations for each one of the chapters. So you have those two resources. And then this right here is the link that will, once you register on your My Lab Mastering, then when you click this, it will be connected to the first activity. Which is actually an activity in which you will go through the material. It has videos, it has tutorials to make you understand the concept that you need to know in order to then, once you do this, you go ahead and you do your quiz. And that should be the final assessment that you should do for each one of the modules. Every week, you're going to have an assessment, either a quiz or you will have an exam. Every week, you will also have an activity. And for all of the activities and the assessments, you will have the help of the lecture PowerPoint presentations that you can see there. Now, the discussions are not every week, so you have to look for them. You see, after this first one, your next one will be on week number 3. It will be about carbohydrate, lipids, proteins, and nucleic acids, and you will get to know about that once you do the reading and the activity. You'll be able to make comments about it on that discussion section. Now I'm really done. I don't want to take more than 15 minutes to introduce the course, and I am about 14 minutes now, so I'm going to wrap it up. I hope that you guys have a great time this summer learning biology. I've been doing this now for 21 years. The one thing is communication. Do not hesitate to email me with any questions you may have at any time. Thank you, and we'll see you. I will email you during the